Legacy of Wisdom is a non-profit project, building a vision of best practices for living and fulfilling life's potential.
The details that we all have to walk through on a day-to-day basis to sustain life on this planet and move towards life that is peaceful and just. So that's where we are. That people are not only living longer, they're living healthier, and that this represents a resource of wisdom at a time of crisis. And it's going to reflect back on the entire life cycle, on the choices people make about marriage and career and where to live and how to live. But this is what we need to work for. And I want to put that together with one other aspect of this that struck me in the title of this project. The title was Legacy of Wisdom. And I've been doing all this interviewing of people as they come up on their 60s and 70s and 80s and thinking about what they want to do with. They may have 20, 30 productive, significant years, right? One of the things I ask people is, what do you think of as your legacy? We have the legacy that we have received and the legacy that we pass on. There's great wisdom in the traditions of the past. One of the things I've been doing recently, I've been trying to give talks about Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, and what they fundamentally have in common. The kind of thrill of wonder and discovery that underlies the beginning of those traditions and is expressed in praise. And in each of the world's great faiths, we find a lot of people just going ahead with ordinary life and not thinking much about past and future. And we find people seeking deeper forms of expression. We find that, this is a good moment to mention Rumi and Sufism, that within the larger tradition of Islam, there has developed a contemplative tradition that sometimes we can share in across boundaries of where we come from. That within Buddhism there are people who practice more deeply and less deeply, people who think more and people who think less, and that this kind of the existence of a tradition into which people can grow is very important. The existence of communities in which they grow up, in which there are children. But they're not going to understand the whole story for years. Am I talking for too long? So I wanted to mention, as we talk about the legacy of wisdom, as we talk about active wisdom, that wisdom is both something that we are each growing in ourselves, that we must nurture, that requires practice and focus and search. And at the same time, wisdom is something that is passed from generation to generation. And that we grow by engaging with the with transmitted traditions. I'm just thinking about this week. You know, we've got today's Palm Sunday, Easter coming up, Passover about to come, Holocaust Remembrance Day coming up. We've just had the vernal equinox. We have the seasons changing, and people are talking about an Arab Spring, which is evoking, metaphorically, the Prague Spring, Moscow Spring, the changes of previous stages of history. We've got all of those things swirling around us. And as we remember them, as we remember history, as we draw strength from tradition, it creates a climate in which we can do our own internal work of growing and reflection.
Thank you.